We live in a world with permanent urgency and endless amounts of distractions. And it can be hard for you to find that fulfilling experience of what you really want out of life. And one of the most important questions that we always ask is, what do you actually want? Because when you know what you want, it makes a huge difference to the way that you operate. Now, a lot of people start this conversation off by saying, what's your why? And I end up having to coach people about really understanding what their why is because it's such an awkward, strange question. A better question, though, is to get really focused about what defines you. And the easiest thing to think about is that what are the things that you want to find yourself doing on a more regular and consistent basis because you just feel that you come alive. Now, we do this exercise when we go to work with agents about something that we go to call what matters and what motivates. And so what you do is you literally get an A4 piece of paper. You put a line straight down the center, and on the left-hand side, you write down what are the things that matter. So for me, that could be simple things like great health, having great relationships with those people around me, making sure that I'm in a position that I'm having great experiences, and more than ever before, that I'm biting off things that are bigger than I thought that I could ever go and achieve. That's the sort of stuff that matters. But what are the things that motivate? The things that motivate might be listening to some great music, going to see a great film, being in a position that you've got a holiday booked, always knowing that every 4 to 6 weeks that you've got something to look forward to. Imagine what would happen in life if you're in a position that you had a list of the things that mattered and the things that motivated, and you only do the things that are on the matter list or the motivated list, and everything else you just don't do. And that's a great way to kind of live. And it's this whole conversation around the edit button, making the decision to edit the things in your life that you want to see more of, and to edit those things that you no longer need to be a part of. And that's a really important part, because as you go to define yourself for the bold new era that we're living in, it's those that can be really clear about what they like and what they don't that are going to be the ones that ultimately win. And this is that whole conversation. So for you, what matters and what motivates? Let's get those lists and let's get you back on track to your success and back on the radar of your goals.